Hey cachers, Derek here, Big Six Clan. Today I'm going to be giving you some caching tips of how to cache safely during this time of uncertainty. So during this time, it's still really good to get out and get into some fresh air and get out and get some exercise. And that's what we're going to be doing today. We're just getting out and getting some exercise. But there's some safe ways to do it. First off, before you go out, check and make sure you are following the local laws and guidelines and restrictions that are in place right now. Because you may not be able to actually go out, and there's other options in case you can't, that if you want to do geocaching activities, that you'll be able to do that. One of those is, you know what? It's time to maybe work on those puzzles. Start diving into those puzzle caches and trying to figure out how to solve them. Another is to maybe build caches. I really like building caches, so that's an activity that I like doing when I can't get out and go caching. So there's a couple of tips right there. Another tip would be go to locations that are a little bit more rural. So go on those hikes, get out in nature, go on those boardwalks that are not being used as much right now, and go find those caches out there. Now, when you're going after a cache, a good idea is to go after a cache that hasn't been found within the last week. So also go after those lonely caches. And if you don't want to find a physical container, you can always do those that don't have those containers, like a virtual, an Adventure Lab, or an Earth cache. So it's whatever you want to do. But there are some precautions when you actually go and find a physical cache that you might want to follow. All right, so if you're going to be going after a physical container and you want to be careful, first off, what you can do, wash your hands before you touch the cache. So go ahead and put maybe a little hand sanitizer on, wash your hands before you do it, and even better, get some disposable gloves. Okay, so you can put some disposable gloves on before you go after the cache. Then you can get the cache and not have to worry about that right now. So let's get the cache. Once you get the log and you can sign it and you put everything back, then put some hand sanitizer back on your gloves, clean your gloves to sanitize those, because even though you're wearing gloves, if you touch the gloves afterwards, it can get contamination. So then you take your gloves off and put them in a baggie and then head out. Even though we are social distancing ourselves from others, that does not mean that you are social distancing yourself from your family or who you are spending a lot of close quarters with. So you know what? Use this time to take them out and take them on your adventures when you go out. You know, who knows what kind of memories that these guys are going to have as they grow up during this troubling time. I hope you guys have found these guidelines helpful, and just remember, have fun, don't panic, relax, we're gonna get through this, and always look at your local laws and restrictions before you go out. And you guys, stay safe out there. Now, if you have nothing else to do, and you're not going anywhere, hey, why don't you go check out one of these other videos just right over here and find the story behind the cache.